Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Sassuolo have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Parma made a good start to their campaign, a win on day one, up and running. And here's Gervinho. Gervinho gets up to head it! And he's done it! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Parma have an early lead. Good start. And it's Gervinho. Gervinho.
Cornelius really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Towering header! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Filip Juricic simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Kuczka. Kuczka hoists it forward. He's got away. Aimed in towards the centre. And that has been cleared. Darmian. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. And it's got through. And we hit half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
And the second half gets underway.
Sassuolo need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Darmian tries to get some whip on it. Ferrari tries to get it forward quickly.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
surely a shot. He'll have a go. Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Ball swung in.
Sassuolo are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Pumps it into the area.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And that will be the final act. And you can analyse to your heart's content. It won't change the outcome. They have lost the game. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. What are you making of this formation, Jim Beglin?
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with two strikers, two wing-backs and potentially two runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally it can get the numbers back into your own.
It's got things on the way. Well played, he saw that coming. Cagliari in a reasonable start to the season, a draw first up. Looks to bypass the midfield. And it's played forward. Steered forward. Amrabat drives it forward. Pellegrini with a searching ball. Cuts it out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Hoists it forward. Well read, he sorted that out. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Gets it back. Rob. And here's Simeone. The referee's awarded a free kick. He's having a... It's hit the crossbar! That was travelling.
Oh, there was real venom behind that. All the keeper could do was watch it sail by.
Pellegrini tries to get it forward quickly. Romano sends it forward. Ball's gone out of play. Rob. Nandez. Nainggolan. Has he picked him out? He's got the ball glued to his feet. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Amrabat plays it forward. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Cut out in the nick of time. It's gone for a throw-in. Pellegrini goes looking.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Forward it goes. Tries to locate someone up front. Dashing forward at pace.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Out towards the flank. Can't get the better of his opposite number. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. And that's gone straight into the wall. And it's Amrabat. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Back into the middle. And time is up. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Verona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good day to you. You join us on a pretty wet afternoon here. The clouds have opened and it is raining, a little bit wet and miserable. But that ought not to put us off. We are all indeed itching to go. Last few final checks and formalities are being gone through now. There is a very good crowd in, a boisterous crowd too, smashing atmosphere. And on a day like this, in this part of the world, there is nowhere you would rather be, with or without the rain. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So off we go then. Empoli picked up 3 valuable points on opening day. He's had a goal! There it is! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time. Empoli have an early lead. Good start. Hector tries to get it forward quickly. Romagnoli hoists it forward. Empoli scored early, of course, and it's 1-0. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Plays it out to the wing. And it's played forward. Antonelli, who does have an assist to his name. He's in, chance! Really well taken goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Empoli get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Who's he going to play in? Has a pop! Well, that's where he wants it. A chance! Shoots! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Empoli take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Empoli very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Here's the start of the second half. Vaselli. And it's Vaselli. Swap. Heads it! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance.
Quagliarella. Sampdoria ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Gorgeous control there. And it's Vaselli. Can he deliver? Gets up to head it! Here comes another cross.
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Sampdoria can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Cuts it out. Romagnoli. Vaselli to play it forward. Let's put a stop to that. Quagliarella. Vieira. Gaston Ramirez. It's broken loose. And that's that. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that. What should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. How do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Lorenzo Insigne. One thing he excels at is cutting inside from that left wing, Peter, to take a shot with his right. He's far from a one-trick pony, though, and he's really good at varying his game depending on how the opposition are shaping up. Usually, he finds space, and he does something very good with it.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. So it's away we go then. Napoli to settle for a point on opening day. Not ideal, but better than nothing. Lozano. Now it's Insigne. Conti. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's played forward. Busai. Lozano. There's the ball in. Hernandez drives it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. Lozano gets it back. He's left his man. Lucas Paqueta goes looking. Lorenzo Insigne. Timely intervention. And that's a throw. Lozano. Out for a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Zielinski. He's gone for goal! Lucas Paqueta. Conti to play it forward. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again, then.
Napoli playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite this scoreline. Converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Çalhanoğlu tries to switch the play. Bonaventura. It's Piontek! No mistake!
Milan produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
A 1-0 lead established.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind, when the going gets tough, etc.
And it's Mertens. And here's Kaya Has a hit! Your impressions? Has a pop!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
And here's Bonaventura. Hits one! Chance to shoot! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, his reaction to that was ultra-sharp, Peter. His anticipation is in fine working order.
A real chance if he can get through. And here's Suso. And it's Conti. Bonaventura. And time is up. It has ended in disappointment, defeat, and back to the drawing board.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. The stands here bedecked in the Bianco Celesti of Lazio, a very, very different crowd to that of their cohabitants. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Ciro Immobile. He's your classic striker, Peter. Absolutely lethal when he's got a sight of goal. He can play it both on the shoulder of the defender or as a kind of target man, but given his superlative finishing ability, his teammates should be looking to get the ball to him in the box whenever possible.
Okay, interesting. And we're underway. Lazio picked up 3 valuable points on opening day, and now a chance to build on that. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Back into the middle. He's gone for it! That has skinned the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Lazzari. Patrick. Diabshiti plays it forward. Acerbi. Lazio have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Lulic. Gomez. And here's Muriel. Looks to clip it forward.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Acerbi. Lulic. And here's it's Immobile! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business now.
Lazio take the lead, 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
And here's Muriel. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And it's half-time here. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Lazio leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Lazio going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
So throw in. And it's Correa. Savic. Oh, really good feet from him. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Played out to the right. Oh, sweet feet. Correa!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
It's come through. Gets it back.
Atalanta are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Has a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Chance! And he's there to hoof it away. Lazio just have to run down the clock. Correa. And there goes the final whistle. Lazio, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time. I think it was a win earned through game management.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
So it's away we go then. Bologna made a reasonable start to the season. A draw first up. Mattel. And it's Palacio. And the shot! It's there! And Bologna take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Bologna go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Mite tries to get it forward quickly. And that is as far as they're going to go. Goes direct to the front line. Belotti. It's found its way to him. Belotti. It's come loose. By. Bologna are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? It's Belotti! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Rincon plays it short. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mite. Verdi. Verdi! There is the half-time whistle. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Bologna going to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Tries a shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Well positioned to make that interception. Palacio out to the right. Knocks it away. And it's by Polly. It's a loose ball. And the shot! Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back. Sirigu did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
I might sound a little harsh here, but the keeper, I felt, could have done a better job in ensuring that ball didn't go back out into the danger area.
Bologna take the lead. And Saldi hoists it forward. Olsen. Polly. Forward it goes.
Bologna are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
And it's played forward. Danilo can get it clear.
Torino are definitely not going down without a scrap. their attitude just can't be faulted.
Tries a shot! So here comes the substitution. Belotti amongst the goals. He's being taken off now.
Well, has he done enough since his goal?
And that's it. Bologna win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. Your reflections then, Jim?
Bologna showed us why it's so important to seize the initiative. Once in front, they grew in belief and rarely looked at risk.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all. Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The one and only Mario Balotelli. It all depends on what mood he's in, I know. If we get the hard-working version who's willing to put a shift in for the team, then we may get a few fireworks.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. The whistle, and here we go. Genoa made a reasonable start to the season. A draw first up. Tonelli. He's Balotelli! And it's a goal!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Brescia ahead, 1 goal to the good. And it's Aye. Breaks on here.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back.
It's Balotelli! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Strong punch. Battles to win it back. Pinamonti has got himself a free kick. Quick run, he's had a shot! Balotelli. There's a long ball. And out it comes again. He's gone for it! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Hoists it forward. He's going after it. Lovely bit of skill. Cleared away. And the counter is on. Forward it goes. The first half is done. So there you have it. A close-fought half of football. But one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. Some first half thoughts?
Brescia clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Brescia leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That's the start of another 45 minutes. Brescia carrying a one-goal lead. Tonelli. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pandev desperately wants to get on the end of this, and it's Sanapi. Romulo. Oh, good interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Romulo. And it's hoisted clear. And hit Balotelli! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, it was a first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. It's Schneider! That could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
He's through the middle. Balotelli.
Goalkeeper's ball.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Brescia, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Lecce have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'll go for the rather moody at times Javier Pastore, because occasionally he seems kind of half-hearted, but when he's on his game, he's a delight to watch, alert, extremely skillful, and full of ingenuity.
Okay, interesting. Roma made a reasonable start to the season. A draw first up. Well positioned to make that interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. Pastore.
This game is in need of some excitement. It needs help, and it's down to the creative and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about.
And it's Kolarov. There too. Gabriel deals with it effortlessly. Kluivert. Kolarov. Looks to bypass the midfield. And it's Kolarov. Kluivert. Lovely feet. Pastore. See this with a fine tackle. And it's half-time here. So neither team has broken through. It's certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Lecce head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Here we go again.
Lecce pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Kolarov. It's Lapadula. Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Roma are making a change now. Hoists it forward. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And here's Dzeko. Forward it goes. Under. There too. Nicely controlled. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That could spell trouble. And he's there to hoof it away. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Perotti. Now it's Perotti. Has a hit!
Roma showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And here's Dzeko, out to the right. Out of play for a goal kick.
They seem to have lost their sense.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Lecce can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes.
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. Fiorentina have opted for a 3-5-2 here, Jim.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that you can offer both a back five and the front two, having sufficient strength at either end of the team where you need it. Equally, the wing-backs can supplement the numbers in midfield to make it a five, so I think it affords managers the ultimate flexibility. And I think if I were really pushed on what I'd like most, this would be the system.
Off we go then. How do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's...
Lukaku! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Fiorentina are still to get up and running after defeat on the opening day. Now's the chance to launch their season. Tries to get it forward quickly. Brozovic plays it forward. Chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Inter are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Inter Milan take the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Pete.
Chiesa! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Chiesa sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Played it short. Cleared without complication. Tries to stroke it through. Chiesa! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw. Smartly deceptive, what quality.
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
It's Lukaku!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
And it's half-time here. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. The first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Inter Milan, get the second half going. Milenkovic hoists it forward. Enrique. Chiesa. He's got options out wide. And it's hoisted clear. It's on a plate. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
And it's played forward. Barella. Forward it goes. Patel. Barella. Lukaku. Now it's Vecino. Vecino. Going for goal! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Inter Milan take the lead.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here.
Milenkovic.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or...
And that is that. Fiorentina have fallen short on the day. They're going to need to bounce back from this. Your reflections then, Jim?
Fiorentina just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. The stands here, the Curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Gonzalo Higuain. He is a proper striker, Peter, in that he always seems to know where the goal is and doesn't particularly mind how he gets the ball across the line. He's exceptionally good at picking out precise finishes whilst under pressure. So the opposition defence are going to have their work cut out, making sure he doesn't get a sniff or two here.
Okay, interesting. There's the whistle. Juventus in a reasonable start to the season. Draw first up. Bentancur. Cuadrado. So who's he? Towering header! Lost. Alexandro. Alexandro delivers. Oh, he's asking too much with that. Udinese can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Bonucci. Bentancur. On really good feet. Plenty waiting. Great lead! Goal! Juventus!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Juventus take the lead, 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
That's a pop! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Bentancur plays it short. Up to meet it! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Juventus take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Ref's been lenient here. Yeah, they'll get too many more chances. De Ligt with the clearance. It's the whistle for half-time. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Juventus go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Gets things going for the second half. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's it! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Forward it goes. Well, that's where he wants it. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Keeps everyone guessing. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Bonucci. De Ligt. Alexandro. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. They've got a corner here. Udinese can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Pinged one through here. Cristiano Ronaldo plays it out to the wing. Goes for goal!
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Alexandro should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
Play for a goal kick. Dinks one in. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Bentancur. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's that. Juventus away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit and getting behind the ball. Doing the ugly stuff, that's what gets you clean sheets and wins.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.